Our show is brought to you by Barreto Home Solutions, Bayou Audio and Video, Hot Works on the North Shore, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington, Black Hawk Hauling, Lil Dizzy's Cafe, Wags Food and Culture, Moe's Pizza, The Green Law Firm, Personal Injury Attorney, Drums Earwear.
Hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move, 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 move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. 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 Hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move, 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 move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Hash It Out Show. I am your host, JB the Sports Guy. We are pretty much a month away from the start of the regular season of Louisiana high school football. We can't wait. We got scrimmages starting in 2 weeks, jamborees in threes, and then it's time to get it on and popping. Joining me today, my two co-hosts that you can find on CrescentCitySports.com. We got the one and only VK Jones. What's going on, VK?
What's going on, everybody? Like, tag, share, and subscribe to the Hashtag Show on all social media platforms, and also log on to the HashtagShow.com. Man, this is an exciting time of the year as we get into our prep previews, as we are beginning a month journey before we get into the regular season. We got a good guest coming here tonight, and we got plenty of others that we will announce to you this evening. We're going to get you ready for the season for 2024.
And also we got the one and only George Peppers. What's up, GP?
What's up, JB, VK? And yeah, we're going to, in the words of the late, great Jim McKay, we're going to span the globe to bring you all the best previews, span the state to bring you all the best previews. I'm ad libbing here. And VK, have your steno pad ready to go and your ink pen so you can take notes and not finish last in the regular season like you did last year of three. So I'm just moving around, just coming from the man who won the playoff bracket last year. So we good. But no, it's look, piggybacking off what you said, it's an exciting time getting ready for football season. And yeah, we're about to announce our Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, season two, the second season, and we've got the games pretty much in lock. And it's going to be a great, salty group. And I want to pay homage after we do this. There's someone I want to give big, big props to after we're done.
Most definitely, you got that, sir. But let's get to it. Tonight we are previewing the Lafayette area. And joining us, this guy works for the Acadian Advocate, great friend of ours for a very, very long time. The one, the only, Mr. Clean, Mike Coppage. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, good to be here.
Yes, sir. We are happy to have you with us, Mike. Mike, I want to start off with St. Thomas More, the defending Division II Select state champions. They're moving up to Division I Select. And they've also lost a lot of players, especially the three-headed monster they had at quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. What can you tell us about this upcoming St. Thomas More football team?
Uh, People whose opinion I respect don't seem to think that there's going to be much of a drop off. And I, I guess when you have the level of coaching that they have and the program you have in place, I guess it's possible to reload each year while losing almost all of your starters. The one thing that they do have coming back that's great is they have both starting cornerbacks coming back, so you can effectively lock down each side of the field, for starters. But I'm eager to learn, like everyone else, what St. Thomas More has. Me being the first guest, I'm learning along with you guys.
I want to go to Westgate. Apparently, Westgate is bringing back a lot of people, and a lot of people are saying that Westgate can make a run for the Division One non-select state championship. Your thoughts about that?
But when you have one of the best players in the country on the field, then you have a shot to win any high school game, in my opinion. And so I think that's what happened last year when Westgate played at Ruston in the second round of the playoffs. Jabori Antoine, I believe he started off at DB in the game, and he moved to quarterback, and they were down, I believe, 17 points. And I believe they came back to within 2 points, and they converted the 2-point try, but it was wiped out by a penalty, a controversial penalty, and they lost by a couple points. But it just shows you what a player of that level, what he can do on the field on the high school level. And so hopefully he'll be healthy this year, and I assume he's going to be the quarterback. And if he is, then that gives them a chance to win every game.
Lafayette Christian moving back down to Class 2A will be in Division 3 Select. They lose pretty much one of the best players we've ever saw play in the state of Louisiana, Jawan Johnson. What can you say about Lafayette Christian?
One thing I found interesting last year was when they played Turling's Catholic, when Johnson left the game after Lafayette Christian went up by several touchdowns, the quarterback who's going to be leading the team this year, Braylon Walker. I have to get the names right. They have a Braden Allen at receiver. They have a Brandon Walker and a Braylon Walker. So Braylon Walker came in and he looked like Ruwan Johnson 2.0 running the offense against Turlings last year. So I know they're excited at LCA about what they have. They have an 1,000-yard rusher coming back in Jalen Noel. They have a huge offensive line, and their secondary is probably as good as anybody in the state.
VK Jones.
Mike, man, it's good to have you, man. You know, we been in the trenches and all that stuff together and everything, and it's good to have you on, man. Gotta ask you this, my friend. We talked about a couple of these big teams. Let's talk about Acadiana. Acadiana last season stunned against Catholic of Baton Rouge, probably one of the most lopsided state championships. We wouldn't think it happened, but it happened. But 2 years straight, Acadiana, you know, some way, somehow not there. But last year they kind of came back with a vengeance, but came up short big. What you expect from the Wrecking Rams this season?
Well, when I look at the Lafayette area, the top six, to me, I can make a case for them all being interchangeable. I'm talking about Opelousas, Westgate, St. Thomas More, Karen Crow, Acadiana, and Cecilia. And Acadiana brings back most of the team. Obviously, Dominic McKinley is going to LSU. I know they lost a tackling machine at linebacker and maybe two at linebacker, but the quarterback, Dabetta, he's been back there for a long time. I believe he has sub 4.6 speed. They have multiple experienced running backs coming back and a big O line, and then you have Russell Babineau, the UL commit, who can kind of do a little bit of everything, and he can even play quarterback. And he played some DB last year. A great receiver, can carry the ball. I I I won't be surprised if Acadiana's standing there in the end again vying for another trophy.
I can agree to that. A couple lean years, but for them to get back to the title game last year, but I know they're gonna remember that loss, and I think they're gonna come out a little more hungry than they were last season. I wouldn't be surprised at that. What about the Southside Sharks? Southside, George was on the money. He said that, they were the hunters a couple years ago. Now they're the hunted, and they kind of took a step back last year, but what do you think of the Southside Sharks? Could it be a year that they really bounce back?
But we will find out quickly because they're going to play Notre Dame, Neville, and Madison Prep. The first 3 weeks. So it Jess Curtis versus Louis Cook. That's like a message board dream because like Notre Dame and Manny, which is Jess's former school, those are kind of schools that don't like each other. So there's some history with Southside and Notre Dame. But anyway, I was at Southside for their picture day this week. They have a huge coaching staff, a huge team, which is what you'd expect because I mean it is a huge new 5A school. He feels like they're going to be great. I mean, he's a confident guy. He's never. I don't picture Jess ever selling his team short. I think he's always going to be in the opposite direction. But I do think that their offense is going to be very difficult for defenses to get off the field because they have a big line. They have two big physical running backs that they're going to play mostly in the slot, and then they have a younger kid who's emerging as a fullback who just said was a man among boys on the freshman team last year. So I expect they'll be able to control the clock, and I think defense is going to be the question when they play Karen Crow and Acadiana. Can they stop those two dynamic offenses? 2 years ago they were able to do it, and last year they couldn't do it. Jess's defensive coordinator is Joshua Laborde, who was a head coach at Livonia and has been a highly successful coach at other stops too. And so I know Jess he definitely lets his coordinators do their thing, and he he feels really confident about that team. Yeah, I think that week 2 game is really interesting with Neville and Southside.
How has Coach Curtis has adjusted being down in the Lafayette area? And I'll tell you, man, you go from Manny winning multiple state championships, then all of a sudden you go to Natchitoches Central, and you're there for just a season. But then you come back down to the south to Lafayette to Southside. How he's been adjusting, and is he starting to feel a little bit home in Lafayette?
Well, here's what I think is the intriguing thing about all this. So he's a